So, round 15 of the ROKiT F4 British Championship, certified by FIA. Pole position to Aidan Neate from Oliver Gray. Louis Sharp takes third place on the grid from Eduardo Cossetang. Best ever qualifying of the season so far for Oliver Stewart. He is next on row 3 with Ugo Achukwu, who gets a penalty for driving standards yesterday, as does Daniel Ginchard. Joseph Loke on his outside, then Georgi Dimitrov and Alex Dunn on row 5. Adam Fitzgerald is next up. Had a positive race yesterday, so too did Noah Lyle, winning the rookies yesterday. Ed Pearson and Michael Shin make it an all virtuosi row 7, and the grid completed by Joel Pearson for Chris Dittman Racing and High-Tech's Daniel Mavliotov. Round 15, this is where we reach the halfway point of the 2022 Championship. Neate and Gray. Neate jumps the start!
And there's a staller as well further back.
Yeah, can't catch the number on that one, but Aidan Neate gets away. Now, in fact, that car's got going, which is the good news. The clock is ticking, and Aidan Neate, that for me, car going wide there. That I was going to say, it looks like Dunn. It was Alex Dunn. Yeah,
Dunn ran a little bit wide coming through turn 1, but that was a real error for Aidan Neate there. He's gone when the red lights have come on. And he's just carried on, so he's going to get a penalty. I can't remember whether it's a drive-through or whether it's a 30-second penalty. As you can see, Stewart having a lock-up as they go into Tower. So they're all through at the minute. That's someone's just gone wide, someone's gone off at Tower, so not sure who that was. They've gone into the field by the looks of it.
I made the mistake earlier on.
Lyle.
It's Noah Lyle who goes off and grabbed his first rookie class win yesterday in the reverse grid race, which was, again, hard-earned. 10-second penalty, we're being told, for the race leader for that jump start. So Oliver Gray will inherit the lead on the timing screen if what we're hearing is correct. And Gray, given the weekend he's had so far, it's going to be well earned, but it's not going to be easy because he's got Louis Sharp right behind him as well. And now, with the time penalty, Oliver Stewart is in with a shout of a podium, but we watch the race leader, Aidan Neate, still there, with Louis Sharp in third place, and in between them, Ollie Gray, who's leader on the timing screen, and he's got the fastest lap.
It just shows with the 10-second penalty, he drops him all the way down to 14th. He's now going back up to 11th, because obviously their leaders are starting to creep away, but it just shows how tight it is. With a 10-second penalty, you're all the way back in 11th place. So, yeah, he's obviously going to have to do a lot to be able to pull a bigger lead to be able to get rid of that 10-second penalty. But it's helped by the fact that his lap times are still strong. But the fastest lap of the race so far is Ollie Gray. Oh, no, Joel Pearson.
Joel Pearson, that's a shame.
The wall there. He's been improving all weekend. He had some 2 left tyres put on for this final race, but I'm not sure what's happened, where that is. But looks like it's at Tower again. He's catching them out. He's so bumpy in the braking zone going down into Tower. So we'll get a replay in a second. The safety car is out. He's obviously gone into the tyre wall for some reason. They're going to red flag it. So we'll see what has happened shortly.
But thanks for your company here with us on the restart for the F4s. Revised grid for you. This is how they were standing after the red flag. So the restart grid sees Oliver Gray on pole from Louis Sharp, Oliver Stewart next up from Daniel Ginchard, Ugo Achukwu on row 3, and then championship leader Alex Dunn. Joseph Loke is side by side with Adam Fitzgerald, then Georgi Dimitrov and Aidan Neate, who was leading the race but had the 10-second penalty. Michael Shin on row 6 with Eduardo Cossetang, and the grid completed by Ed Pearson, Daniel Mavliotov and Noah Lyle. Red flags with red lights on for the start. I don't think any jump starts this time. Oliver Gray gets away well, like Aidan Neate, having a very positive weekend so far. Stewart's made a great start. He's challenging for the lead. Stewart, as they go down into Clervaux, has got the lead. Oliver Stewart leads. Gray goes wide, kicks up a bit of dirt, opposite logs. Meanwhile, Louis Sharp in the black 11 going up into second place, but what a start by the Flying Scot. It is Stewart that leads here in the restart of race 3 of the weekend. It's side by side for second position. They're coming up in the yellow back numbered 49 is Daniel Ginchard. Ginchard up ahead of Achukwu, who's getting stuck in as well. Joseph Loke's made a great start. I think he's in 5th position at the moment. But what a start by Oliver Stewart from row 2. Really seeing the potential. Remember, this isn't even a reverse grid race, so he was very pleased with qualifying yesterday, getting up into the top 10. And now showing his potential as, I was going to say, not only a podium finisher, Joseph Loke, who made great progress, spins around hits the barrier. That is definitely going to be another safety car, if not perhaps another stoppage in the interest of time. So, safety car decision made very quickly, and it was Stewart that made that very quick start, which we'll probably get the chance to have another look at. This obviously a shortened race because we ran part of the race first time around, so a 10-minute duration for this second half. They have already done the first half of the race, of course. So waved yellows, hopefully everybody getting through the complex okay, through the hairpin and down the straight to complete the first lap. And it's Oliver Stewart actually leading a ROKiT F4 British Championship race for the first time. That's great news to see. Not great news to see the car off, but good news to see young Joseph Loke out of the car safely. Not the race that he won, not what we wanted to see from Joseph, who'd made a very good start indeed. So Loke becomes the first retirement of part 2, as the safety car driven by Scott Stringfellow, assisted by Kieran Salmons, is on circuit. So a replay of this incident with Joseph Loke, so just on the outside there, much on the dirt, a little bit of a passenger on the grass, spins around. That will have shaken him up a little bit, and Marshall's on the scene pretty quickly to sort out Joseph, the former Fiesta Junior champion. Now the replay, watch for the car on the second rank of the left-hand side. Goes to the middle, then decides to have a go down the inside and makes a good run on the inside of Ollie Gray. They're level as they go into Clervaux, the first corner, and Stewart's really got the line there, but you can see how hungry he was off the start, looking left, looking right, and eventually going down the inside line, and that was a great start. Now, was it too good a start? Let's have a look from the back, just focusing on lights out. Well, Ollie Stewart, super start by my eyes. Lights are out on the safety car, so Scott Stringfellow is going to bring that in this time, and we're going to get 4.5 minutes of racing. I think Scott was leaving it as late as possible just to get back in, and he's done well there because he's given these youngsters an extra lap of racing. So we're about to go racing again here at Croft. This takes us to the halfway point of the season. Oliver Stewart being challenged by Ollie Gray, then it's Louis Sharp, the young Kiwi, in third place. Gray goes to the outside and he's challenging hard, but Ollie Stewart holds his ground. Gray bumps over the dirt, loses second position now to Louis. Gray back on. That's Daniel Ginchard challenging on his inside now as they come through Hawthorns. Up into the chicane they go, and Gray down to third place, and this gives Louis Sharp a run now at the race leader. So it's Oliver Stewart from Louis Sharp. The young Kiwi has already won a race. Looking round the outside, the Roding Carlsbad black and white Carlin run machine putting good pressure on at the moment as they head down through into the Jim Clark S's, and it's Stewart under pressure, still looking for that first win, but the Kiwi is all over the back of him. The lad and dad combo moving over from New Zealand for this season. I was chatting to Louis' dad yesterday, and he was telling me that next year probably looking at moving up the racing ladder elsewhere, perhaps in Europe. There's obviously nothing further up single-seater wise on the BTCC programme that Louis could run in next year, so he will be looking to run elsewhere in Europe, but the likelihood is that they will stay here and continue to develop Louis Sharp's racing career in Europe. Ollie Gray fighting back well, putting his teammate under pressure, but it is Oliver Stewart now again, new territory for him, leading a race under pressure. So this is all very much good learning for him. So it's Stewart, Sharp, Gray. Alex Dunn is in fourth place, the championship leader. Ugo Achukwu next up. Dan Ginchard has dropped back a little bit in the 49 car, away from the top 5. So Ginchard 6. Aidan Neat is in 7th place with the fastest lap. But watch this battle for the lead. Sharp has had a win, he's got the confidence. He was telling me that, Dad was telling me that the warm-up exercise, we'll come back to that when things are a little bit calmer. But look at Oliver Gray, right the way around the outside of his teammate at Tower, and gets second position. He's going for the lead as they head down into the Jim Clark S's. And Oliver Gray has got the lead. He's through. What a double move by Oliver Gray. Move of the weekend, I think, in F4. As Oliver Stewart now still under pressure from Louis Sharp, and Ollie Gray made up for that start. It wasn't a shabby start by any stretch of the imagination. But has got back, and maybe this is Gray's weekend. As I say, 2 excellent races from him so far. So again, we've got the overlap for second position, and Louis Sharp fancies the move on the outside as they go into Tower, but Oliver Stewart defending well hangs on to it. I think first time at Croft for both of these drivers car-wise. They've done a little bit of testing now. Sharp manages to go through and he gets on the outside run. But look at this, I think Oliver Stewart could find himself fast now by Alex Dunn. Dunn coming through, slices into third place. Wonderful stuff from Alex Dunn coming through. Was in fourth, now up into third. As the clock has ticked down, and it's going to be Oliver Gray with an absolutely superb double move on that lap to pass Oliver Stewart and Oliver Gray's teammate as well, Louis Sharp. Waved yellows at the hairpin. That won't worry the race leader as he heads down to the checkered flag, and Oliver Gray takes his first win in second gen F4. Louis Sharp, his teammate, second. Alex Dunn, the championship leader, third. It's a rookie win for Oliver Stewart in car number 4 from Georgi Dimitrov and Eduardo Cossetang. Then Adam Fitzgerald, Aidan Neate having issues on the last lap. So it was Adam Fitzgerald in 7th place, Michael Shin in 8th from Noah Lyle, Ed Pearson in 10th place. So Aidan Neate's double pole position setter. Major frustrations in this one with the jump start in the original start. Let's have a look at the contact here. Bit of bouncing over the curb there. Lock up. I thought we were going to see where the 57 car went off there. So we can see him here. We've got Daniel Ginchard in front. Ginchard, I think, clips up there, locks up, and then runs into Ugo Achukwu. And this is all very good news indeed for Alex Dunn, because Ollie Gray, Ollie Gray actually now second in the championship, so he will make a few points on Alex Dunn. There is Ugo Achukwu, the McLaren F1 junior driver. If he's got his invitation to the British GP yet. If anyone from McLaren is listening, I'm sure he'd love to be a guest for that. But Gray taking the win and fastest lap, the number 63 car, second year driver, the 63, so very good performance from him. The Carlin-based driver did a double win last year at Thruxton, 2 pole positions there, and third in the Rookie Cup last year with the Fortec team, who aren't racing in the F4 British Championship, certified by FIA this year. Multiple champion in karting, was second in the 2019 AMI European Championship Series, and that was an extremely well-driven race from Oliver Gray, with that double pass, for me, one of the highlights of the weekend. So here's how they finished. Oliver Gray from Louis Sharp and Alex Dunn. Oliver Stewart in 4th, his best finish and rookie class win. Georgi Dimitrov, a good drive through into 5th from Eduardo Cossetang, and Adam Fitzgerald in 7th. 8th position, Michael Shin. 9th was Noah Lyle, and in 10th place, Ed Pearson. Aidan Neate in 11th, and we saw problems in the latter stages of that restart for Daniel Mavliotov, Ugo Achukwu and Daniel Ginchard, and obviously earlier on for Joseph Loke.